This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, friends. Welcome to goonlinetrainings.com. So, we have seen one case study that is on school, right? So, today we're going to be working on one more case study. So, that is supplier case study. Okay. Hope you have downloaded these case studies. If not, please send me a mail, okay, to bhaskarjogi@gmail.com. I'll give you the case studies, but don't tell me that you're not working on the case studies. Clear? So that is completely, wrong thing. So make sure that you're working on the case studies without fail. Clear? Shiva and others. So make sure that you give your time and work on this without fail. And send me your scripts to bhaskarjog@gmail.com, right? So whatever be the script that we have saved yesterday, the script you send it to me. Clear? Now today we're going to be using a supplier case study. Let me open this. Create a database called Supplier. So let me copy the database name, create database Supplier. So say use master table, create database. It is not needed. You can simply write like this, but it is recommended that you use master go create database supplier. Okay, let me create this, execute this. Now when you go and check, always you refresh. Okay, refresh button is there. So there is a supplier database got created, no tables, right? So we must create the tables inside this. Say use supplier and go execute this command only. Now you're pointing to supplier. Don't execute this command once again. You will get this database supplier already exists. Okay. So don't execute the command once again. So this you can execute multiple times, nothing will happen. Clear? Control R to press to get full window. The first table that we're going to be creating is supplier master. Okay.
I'm sorry,
And
sir. I didn't understand what you meant. Can you please repeat what you just
what
said?
what is that? You
Like you
don't
said,
execute multiple times. Okay, execute only once, because once you create, you cannot create with the same name. That is the point. Am I clear?
I see. Yeah, it makes sense. Thank you.
Mm, mm, mm. Yeah. So now use supplier is done. Now the next table name is supplier master. Let me create this. So create table supplier master and say go and control R. Now I wanted to understand the remaining columns, column name, data type, and remarks. So copy this and go to SQL Server and paste it inside the brackets. All right. Now select all of them and press tab. And you go here and press delete button so that you will get proper formatting. So SID is integer. Use tab. Int you can also write like this, int, or integer full spelling also you can write. So a tab and remove the space here. So tab, give some tab spaces, okay, and primary key and comma, and which is supplier name, supplier master, and not null comma, city in which is available now, comma, and grade is a tiny int. Tiny int can take 0 to 255 positive numbers, but we are saying it should allow only four numbers: 1, 2, 3, 4. Clear? So we must use a check constraint. So check, what is the expression? The grade can be greater than 0, and grade can be lesser than what? 5. Okay. So greater than 0, lesser than 5, because we need to have 1, 2, 3, 4. Clear? So we can write a check constraint. It is simply a mathematical expression that we can write. You should not give 0. Greater than 0 and less than 5. Or you can say less than or equals to 4. So that is also you can give. This is a mathematical expression that we need to give and create this. And make sure you're creating within the supplier. You can execute and save this script. Before saving it, you write this. Okay. Let me go, and it is simply a design. You say what is the name of the script, or who's the author. Author is Bhaskar. So compulsorily you must have them without fail. Okay. So this is the date. I think yesterday we had written, right? We can copy them. So under recent files you can see school. Same thing, we can copy it and paste them there, and we can just modify. So today is this, and code for supplier database. And the script will create DB and few tables in it and store info about supply. Supply means you have lot of companies. These companies will get a lot of raw material from different suppliers. For example, a you have a manufacturing, automobile manufacturing industry is there, right? They don't manufacture each and everything. For example, they needed tires, tubes, brakes, lights, and lot of colors, lot of raw material. They wanted to have it. So think about Ford cars or BMW cars. They don't manufacture each and everything. So that will be supplied by many suppliers. Clear? So now this is the database I'm talking about. So the next one is, this is the supplier. Okay. So let me give, and this is where I'm storing the second script, case study supplier script, and save this. Clear? And yeah. So what is the purpose for this? It is going to be having supply details. So think about a bigger companies like manufacturing units, right? So they don't manufacture a raw material. So they need a tires, tubes, lights, brakes, screws, and belts. Lot of items needed to manufacture the car, right? So all these raw material will get supplied by lot of vendors. So those vendors are called as suppliers. Clear? So supplier ID, supplier name, supplier city in which it is available, and what is the grade. Grade means whether it is number one supplier or not. Okay, some suppliers can supply any amount of material and with faster delivery. Clear? And those suppliers are number one, then number two, number three, number four suppliers. So this is the table I have created inside this, and you go and you can create, you can see one table here. Right? Now after creating a table, you can get the schema. If you want to see, get the schema of a table. sp underscore help, and control C and control V, and so you have everything is ready. You can just check. We have one primary key. Primary key will not allow duplicates. One check constraint on which column? It is on the grade column. So it is done. So then if you wanted to read the date from the table, what is the command? Select star from the table name and go. So this is what we're going to be having. Read the data from this, execute it. So you don't have any data, right? Keep saving the script. So this script, you have to send it to me once it is done. Okay. All of you have to send by tomorrow without fail. And insert, okay, insert some data in it. So what is the command? Insert into values. Clear? Insert into table name values. The first value, the supplier. So supplier name and everything you're supposed to give. So it is integer. Integer means you can give, any kind of a data. So let me give supplier number is 10. Let me say the supplier is we can have you as a supplier, right? We can have Pratyusha or you or Usman Khan. So these guys are suppliers. Okay, Usman Khan is there. He is from some city. Let us say which city is from. Let us say I'll take one city from India, Delhi, and he is number one supplier. So he's going to manufacture a lot of raw material for the automobile industry. Clear? He's from Delhi, India. So let me insert this. Like that, you can have a lot of this one. So we have second supplier, Mr. Nitesh from K is from Kandla, Gujarat, right? So we have this also number, second, grade supplier, and we have supplier like three. Let us say Shiva is from, let us say Mumbai, and is a number two grade supplier. Like that, we can have a lot of supplier details. It's very, very simple. Then we have Simrit, right? So maybe from different city of India. So she's number three grade supplier. So like that, we can, insert some data here. Just copy this row and have some, data there. Then we have Srikanth, let us say from, my place, Hyderabad. Okay. And is from fourth grade supplier. Okay. So we can have some data here. Then we have Stanley is from this place and is again number two or number one supplier, right? So you can insert at least some 10, 20 rows, and these are the guys who's going to supply raw material to one of the automobile industry. Clear? Or it could be any other industry, right? So yeah. So violation binary. So city is, I think, we cannot have. City is only six characters. I have given its bigger spelling. So let me write HYD. So it is telling me a string binary data would be truncated. So when you say truncated, that means that you're supplying much more data than the given value. I had given only six letters here. Clear? If you check the data, so 10, 20, 30, 40 is there. 50 did not go. 50 means Srikanth data did not go because it is I was supplying Hyderabad is having more than six characters. Because of that, it is failing. Am I clear? So now I wanted to show, yeah, it is available. Am I clear? So these are the suppliers we have, and this is the table I have created. Am I clear, guys? And like that, you you create next table. So what is the next table? Let me go and the table name. Just go to this one. So which parts these guys are supplying? Copy this you can have a lot of parts, right? So you create a table part master and say go. Let me, go to this, and these are the columns. Product ID or the part ID and the name of the product and the price and category quantity in hand. Clear? So let me go and copy them and you paste them and select everything, press tab and go, press delete button, and you go here, tab, tab, press tab. Okay, don't use spaces. Press tab and remove the space here. Tab, press tab buttons. Okay, tab button I'm pressing so that you will have proper indentation. So part number. So this is a primary key at the end, comma, and the name of the part where care, and you put comma here, and the price of the product, so it is a money, not null. Category, tiny int, at the end you put comma, quantity on hand, which is integer, or you can say int. So integer also you can keep, and that's it. So this is one table and we don't have any other this one. Clear? So no check constraints are available in this. It is a simple a table that I can create. Am I clear? So create this, but make sure you're in supply database. Otherwise, you write use supplier always. Okay. You execute both
A
of them
question.
together. Yeah.
Why is name and over there on the top
The-
also in supplier master
Yeah. These are
SID
the
was
key.
below?
Yeah. These are the keywords. Some
Yeah,
keywords are available. So that SQL Server using them as a blue
system.
color. Yeah, yeah. That's it, nothing. Okay. Now
Sir,
go.
what is the difference between money data type and int data type, sir?
Money data type will have more accuracy, right? So as we discussed in the data types, it will have more accurate than the integer, and integer will not take decimals as well. Clear? Integer only whole numbers, and more accuracy, and it will take more decimals also. Clear? Yeah. Am I clear? Saujanya.
Sir, okay, sir.
Yeah. So it's more accurate and it will take decimals as well. Integer tiny int will not take any decimals. So now I wanted to read the data. Please, switch off. Yeah. Read the data, select star from the, so the table name. And now I wanted to insert the data. Okay. Insert into values, and you can have a value product, part ID, part name. Part ID number one you can give because it is a tiny int. Tiny int means it can start with 0 to 255 and you have limited data only you can give. Or you can start with 10, 20, 30, 40. That is also fine. 255 values you can give maximum. So one product number and product name. So some products like you're supplying front, rear lights or lights. So the price of each light is, let us say, $1,000, and category you can say it is under category. You can have a lot of categories tiny int. So they did not mention anything. Let us say category number one or two or three. Okay, so this, let us use them. So category, some category. So all electrical parts comes under category number one. Okay, quantity on hand, I have 1200 lights are available as of now with me. Okay, so this is the part master. So we have this much. Now clear, control C and control V. And every car needs lot of batteries as well, right? So batteries. So battery cost is in Indian rupees, let us say it is 5,600 bucks, and which is also part of category number one. Category one is electrical, something like this. So one, and I have let us say 500 batteries as of now. Okay, let me insert only this row, and we have next part is engines. Engines also we supply them, right? Each engine costs us, let us say, some 67,000, and which is part of category number two. You can give some category, and as of now, we have 4,000 engines are available. Okay, so let me have this. The next item is called tires. Okay, tires. So we have, let us say, each tire would cost you 2,400. Let me say this is, number three, and we have, let us say, 5,000 tires are available, right? So then we have tubes. Inside the tire, there is a tube, right? So like that, you can give lot of, items, tubes, and each tube will cost you, let us say, 700 bucks, and which is part of the, third category, and we have these many tubes are available. Okay, so like that, you give some data. And number sixth one is let us say screws, because without screws we cannot manufacturing, right? We have different varieties of screws, and tons, each ton is, let us say, we have 100 tons of cubes are available. It is not, numbers, it is tons, and it is, the number second category. We have, let us say, some 200 tons cubes are available. Clear? Each crew may cost you so 100 or 120 or 12 bucks, something like that. Okay, this is the screws. Then we have mirrors for the cube, right? So we have mirrors and front glass. Lot of items just you can know about the car, right? Brakes, then you have gears, then you have clutch, right? So lot of items you can manufacture and you can send them to them, right? So each mirror may cost you 450 bucks, and which is number second category. You have these many mirrors are available. Like that, you can say lot of items, right? So all these items are inserted in this. Now total I have inserted 7 items, but you make sure you insert some more, at least some 10, 20 rows you insert, and send me the script tomorrow without fail. Am I clear? So done. Now these are the materials that these people may supply, and the next table which I have is supply details. Okay, let me go. The next table which I'm going to be creating is create table, this, and open the bracket and say go. Right. Now, what are the columns in this? These are the columns. And select everything and use tab and come down, press delete, 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 delete button, right? And you click on this tab, tab, and tab, 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 give more space. Okay, foreign key, right? So, which part you're supplying, which is a foreign key? Foreign key means whether it should allow a null or null. If you don't mention anything, it is going to allow null. So, according to us, it should not allow any null. So, not null according to the domain. Okay, otherwise, foreign key will allow null. Okay, So I am writing because you're supplying some data, you cannot say the product is null and supplier is null. So not null, foreign key, references. You cannot say simply foreign key. Foreign key references what? Part master is going to be referred, okay, referenced. So copy this because it is a part ID. And in the bracket you mention this and put comma. Clear? And this is supplier ID. Supplier, very supplier. So this is the table, right? So in this table, so this will get referred. So you copy this, and what was the primary key there? SID, and at the end put comma. And date of supply, comma. Many people will forget this comma and they'll call me, sir, my script is not working. And city in which this guy is available. This the supplies is done. Quantity supplied, how much you supplied. Okay, so this is one more table. Let me create this. Save the script and you read the data. Select star from the table name. Control C, Control V, and we can execute. There is no data at all. So let us insert some data, right? So for learning purpose, we're going to be inserting the data. In the real time, you never insert the data, right? So you create only blank tables and give it to the client. You never ever insert the data in the real time. Think about Amazon.com. Amazon.com will have a customer table, product table. Lot of tables are available. So do you insert the data there? No. A customer will go to Amazon.com. He will or she will register with her mail ID, with her phone number, and click on submit button. So the table is going to get the data from the website. Clear? We are not going to insert. We are means we are the developers. We create a blank tables and give them. That's it. So they will create a website, and a website they will have a form. So your name, Bhaskar Jogi, your email ID, bhaskarjogi@gmail.com, your phone number, your address, and click on create one new user ID. Click on submit. When they click on submit, the complete data from the website is going to be posted in the table of a customer inside the Amazon database. Clear? So that is how actual data will get inserted in the real time. So we are not going to create websites and everything now. So we need to create tables and we are inserting data which using these commands. But in the real time, it is not. For example, you go to the bank, you insert your ATM card and you wanted to withdraw $5,000. What happens? Automatically, ATM machine is going to be writing the data into a transaction table saying that you have taken 5,000 bucks today and you deposit the cash by going to the bank. So there is one more entry is going to be made in the table. So you assume every time whenever you book a flight ticket, train ticket, bus ticket, or whenever you go for a movie theater. So whenever you do any transaction, the application is going to insert the data in a table that we are not aware of it. Clear? So you never go and insert the data for the customer. Or whenever they book a flight ticket, the application is going to be automatically inserting the data into a table. The table name could be flight reservation information. So there is a table, flight reservation information in that. Okay, what are the flights available? So there is a flight table, flight reservations table, right? There's a customer table. So a lot of things are available there. So automatically you means end user will supply that data because your data you only know because where you're planning to go and when you're planning to go, what is your name, what is your kid name, what is your father name, mother name, I don't know, right? So I create a blank table and just give it to the flight application. Clear? Ticket booking application. So normally we never ever insert the data in the real time. You may be using Android mobile phone, right? Android applications. You open the Android mobile phone and you wanted to register something. So where is the data going? Android mobile phone, iOS mobile phone is inserting data into tables only. The tables are available either in Oracle or in SQL Server or in MySQL somewhere. Yeah, that is what you need to understand. So this is my column. So what is the part I'm going to be supplying? So part number, let us say two batteries I'm supplying. Part number two supplied by who supplied? Say Shiva supplied. Shiva number is 30. So let me go and put it here. Okay. Date of supply. You can give a date in single quotes. Let us say 2019 and say May he supplied 21st. So the first supply started on this day. And city, which city is supplied? Let us say is supplied to a city called Pune. You supplied the items to Pune. One manufacturing unit is there, but Shiva is from different city. Is from which city? Shiva is from this city. He's supplying to this city. Clear? So what is the city in this city? And the quantity supplied is supplied, let us say 100 products. What is the part? Part means two. Which part? Batteries. So they had 500. So now we supplied 100, or let me say 45 products is supplied. So this is the data you're supposed to give. That's it. Clear? And copy this and paste it. And let me, part number three supplied by this guy on May, let us say 23rd to some city called Mumbai. So some products, let us say he supplied a 25 products. What is the, three? Three means what? Three means engines. Clear? So 25 engines supplied by 10. Who's 10? 10 is Usman Khan supplied. Clear, guys? So this is how you can give lot of insights. Okay. So make sure you supply, at least you give more data in this. Okay, because suppliers are less, but they supply continuously to the different companies. So you have a lot of manufacturers company in Pune, Mumbai, Kolkata, a lot of places in India. The Ford, the manufacturing is going on. So these people will supply to different parts of India. Okay, so the part number one supplied by part number 40 and is supplied, let us say, in 27 and to, let us say, some other city called Kolkata, something like this, and is supplied, let us say, some 120 parts. Okay, that's it. You have to give like this. So you need to have more and more data because tomorrow we wanted to write a lot of queries and questions on this. So make sure you give at least 20, 30, or more than 50 rows in this table without fail. Okay, and send me that data, and don't send me the same, don't insert same row once again. It will get duplicated, right? If you insert one more row, then it will get duplicated. Make sure you don't insert the same row again. You may insert and with a different date. Okay, you may insert one more row with the same numbers but with a different date, and date should be in same order, right? If you don't use this one, then it will give you a lot of issues. Let me show you one thing. Say I'm saying part number 4 done by 40. I don't give this. Okay, and inserting, let us say, 35 products. So what is the mistake I'm doing? I did not give single quotes. Now what happens? See, the row is got inserted. Now you see what happens. What is the date I had given? 2019. What is the date available here? You copy this date and you compare. It is giving me 1900 Did I give this date? What date I have given? I have given 2019 May 21. So what is the date SQL Server has taken? 1900 January 20. You are not born. Clear? Why it is taking? Because you did not put the single quotes. So remember, you may have this kind of an issues if you don't insert the data properly. Clear? Make sure you delete this row. Delete from the all data. I'm deleting all data. I'm deleting from this table. Let me insert all data once again. Okay. Now you have every data is available with the proper conditions. Like that, you give some data 2019, some months, then 2020, then 2021 data also supply. Minimum you insert, 40 to 50 rows without fail. And in this, at least 10 rows. In this also, you need to insert 10 rows. Clear? So only this you should do it and send me the complete script. However, I have written the same way you need to send it to me without fail and save the script without fail. Am I clear, guys? So this is very, very important. The next case study. So later, after creating, these are the things we must work on. We must work on them. So we will be, okay, we'll work these later. So let us complete the creating tables as of now. Remaining things we will discuss. These are the queries. This topic not yet covered. We're going to cover from day after tomorrow or from tomorrow. Clear? So this is done. Then the take new query window. I wanted to create one more case study. This is on Indian Bank.
The
Clear?
question,
Yeah, please.
when we are doing the supply, inserting the value in supply details, since we don't have the check constraint, so I know this was just a practice data, but if we supply more than we have in stock, then it doesn't make sense. We don't have a check constraint, right?
Mhm. That is not there as of now because for that purpose we need to have a constraint there. So that we did not include. So that will include later. Okay. Once this
Okay.
is done, then we'll discuss that point later. Yeah, yeah. Very good. So the next case study that I'm going to be discussing the iBank case study. I need these three scripts by tomorrow without fail. All of you has to send the scripts. Priyanko, Bilin, David, Durga Prasad, Jenny, everybody, Hemant, Nitish, please work on this and send me your scripts without fail. If you're getting any issues, then please let me know in the tomorrow's class. But you create them and let me open and let me copy and paste everything from here. And the database I wanted to create now is called Indian Bank. Okay. So there is a space here, but make sure you don't have any space there. Clear? Let me go there. So let me put underscore or something like this. Indian Bank. Okay. So code for Indian Bank. The script will create the DB and few tables in it and store info about the Indian Bank. Okay, that's it. So let me create this. It's creating Indian Bank. Now after that, what you do? Use Indian Bank and say go. So now you're pointing to Indian Bank. Make sure you have this database with you, Indian Bank. Clear? You don't have any tables in this. Now I wanted to go here and create all these tables. First table is called account master table, right? Then this is the table you must create. See, there are a lot of columns. So this table is all about storing the customer data, customer account number, account name, address, branch in which is opening the account, product ID, date of opening an account, clear balance, unclear balance, and status, whether this account is opened or closed. So this is a customer table. The table name is called account master. The next table is called product master, product ID, product name. The next table is region master. Then you have a branch master, branch ID, branch name, branch address. Branch is part of which region? So it is a region table. And after that, we have user master, user ID, username, designation. User means employee of the bank, right? So when you go to the bank, there are a lot of employees, right? So who's authorizing your transaction? So that user ID will be there. Then the transaction number, date of transaction, who's the guy who's doing the transaction, branch in which you're doing the transaction, what is the type of the transaction, cash deposit, cash withdrawal, and check number, check date. So a lot of things, transaction amount and user ID. So you open an account in the bank. After that, what you do? You do the cash deposit, cash withdrawal, check deposit, check withdrawal. So all these things you're doing. So nowadays we're using machines, but if you go for 10, 5 years back, most of the people will go to the banks and they do cash deposits and cash withdrawals. Am I clear? So this is all about a banking industry. So that we're going to be creating. Now, what we need to do in the if you go to first table, you have already a foreign keys. See, foreign key means you need to have a primary key table, right? So this is a product table, which is a pointing to this table, and branch ID is pointing to a branch table. Let me create these tables first. Okay, let me create these tables first, and then we can create account master, because if you wanted to create this table, then you cannot create a foreign key. Later also you can create a foreign key if you want to create, that is also fine. But let me create this table, product master, region master first. So let me go for this table first. Okay, so let me go and create the first table is product master. Copy and make sure whenever you create a table, say product master. Let me make it lowercase. Okay, so product master and no space. Open the bracket, close the bracket, and go. Okay, so what are the columns in this? These are the columns. Okay, now you should be able to see character to primary key, and the product name should not have. Okay, so let me, everything is lowercase. Let me make it to uppercase. Okay, this character to primary key and put comma. Not null, allowed will not work, right? So this is how you can give the syntax. Only two columns. So product name and primary key, it is null not, it is not null. Okay, so create this Indian. That's it. This is the first table I have created. Now let me save this and click on this. Now rename this. It is number 3 case study. It is called Indian Bank script. Now you insert the data, you read the data in it, right? So you can create, select star from the table name. You don't have any data. What are the products the bank has? So insert into values. So the first is that they're going to be having a SB. SB means what? Savings bank. So this is the product ID. Product name is called savings bank. That's it. You insert like this. Bank will have one more product loan account. You can also go to the, you know, you can go to the bank and go for the loan. So there is one more product they're having, loan account. Then fixed deposits. All these are the products the company has, the bank has. Then you have RD. RD means what? Recurring recurring deposits, right? So a lot of things you may be having, but let me insert some three or four. So these are the products the company has. Clear? So RDSB is there. RDSB is there, and these did not get inserted. Clear, guys? So fixed deposit, loan account, RD, recurring deposit, and savings bank. So the first table I did not create. I started with the second table. Now the next one is I wanted to create this table, region master. Let me copy and take this. Let me make everything lowercase. How to make lowercase? Select everything. Control Shift L. Control Shift L to make it to lowercase. Control plus Shift plus L. Okay. When you plus L, L means lowercase, uppercase means U. If you wanted to make everything uppercase, Control Shift U, uppercase. Control Shift L, lowercase. Okay. Everything is lowercase. You make this as a uppercase and you make this as a uppercase. Okay. So this is how you can create the table names without having this. This is a region ID and region name. Okay. Let me take this. Control C. Region ID, which is integer, and everything you make it lower. Control Shift L and put N, capital N, and put comma here. And region ID integer. Make sure you don't have any space. If you have a space, then it will give you a lot of issues. So done. Okay. Now you insert all these things. Control C, Control V. Only you change this. So you don't have any data. What are the regions they have? So you can have a region, let us say a region called, we can have some region called South region, something like this. Okay. Then we have a North region. Then we have East and West. Guys, clear? So, okay. So I have executed this again repeatedly, so it's giving me another, so no problem. So we have these four regions. So now after the region table, I want to have a branch master. Clear? So now let me take this, Control C. Now copy all these things and we can rename them, right? It is a branch master. Copy this and put them. and make sure that everything is smaller, and you go and this one and delete this, and the same thing is going to come here and it's going to come here. Now what are the columns that we should take it, that you copy from here? Okay, there's a foreign key, copy, and you go there and the foreign key. So branch ID character 3 primary key and branch name. Let me make it everything lowercase and capital N, and branch address. Make it to lowercase and take this and put upper one. Okay. Region ID, and I'm using tab primary key, and this is the foreign key. Primary key, comma, 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 and not null. Not null has to come first. And foreign key. So how do you write the foreign key? References. So branch has to be part of some of the regions. Clear? So which is a RID. RID means region ID. This branch is belong to South region, North region, something like this. So you need to say copy references this table of region ID. Clear? So this branch may be in South region, North region, or this east or west. So region ID means you need to create this table, insert the data. Now you can create this table. These two tables are in link. Okay, the architect designed clearly, so you don't have any data. You have to insert the data. Branch. Now branch is character 3. Okay, so I wanted to have in single quotes. Branch BR1. Let us say branch name. Branch name, let us say Goa branch. Okay, so what is the branch address? So it is opposite to say KL Mall, and some address I'm writing Panaji, Goa. Okay, some address I'm giving and some pin code number. This is the address in which this branch is available, and branch belong to, let us say, this is part of let us say north. Okay, second, like that you need to give some branch, right? Now you can have the next one is branch BR2, so maybe Hyderabad branch, and let us say it is somewhere high-tech city, near high-techs, and let us say Hyderabad, and some address, and this is in south. Okay, south means which is 1. Like that you need to fill in the data BR1, BR2, BR3. So next row you can insert like this. Okay, you can have BR2, BR3, BR4 up to BR9. BR10 cannot be given because 10 means it is going to be having 4 letters. BR10 4 letters. Now it is having only 3 letters. So maximum you can give up to BR9. So you need to insert like that data. Am I clear? So this is BR9 you can insert. So branch ID is a string data, character data, and region is the integer data, and the product again, which is a string data, okay, character 2. So like that we are creating this table also. The next one is user master, so that we can create tomorrow. Okay guys, so you can complete this, and tomorrow we'll continue further. We have 3 more tables are there that we can create them tomorrow. Any questions?